watching Dave's TV. And now to Dave in his man cave. Take it away, Dave.
In 3, 2, 1. What's up, everyone? Dave from Dave's TV and
Brian the Beer Snob in the man cave.
the Men Cave.
The men cave. Yes.
The Men Cave.
It is. The signage is actually being changed right now. There's some sign guys out there changing the sign.
Well, that's what men
cave.
do.
That's what men
We
do.
don't just single it out.
That's right.
And if you look, welcome to my man cave. Grab a drink and stay a while. And that's what we're going to do.
That's also being changed. It will happen after the video gets shot.
Hey, if you want to buy that sign, I'll be glad to put it up.
Well,
too.
they're here. They probably cut us a good deal.
So, we just pulled this out of the mini fridge. I was going to use this for Halloween because it had the skeleton on it, but you know what? Got a good friend here, why not do it right now? This is Deada Guy Ale from, I guess it's Rogue?
It is Rogue Brewing, yeah.
Rogue Brewing, where's that out of?
I wish I could remember.
Oh, hold on. Oregon.
Oregon. Alright. That comes a long way because we're in
Yeah,
Florida.
I can't read the, can you read the city? I can't read the city. Dude, I'm blind.
Newport, Oregon.
Newport, okay, I'm definitely
97365, USA.
And 6.8 ABV.
That is a nice ABV.
And they got the government warning. You don't care about all that though. But it's got the neat little skeleton dude on here. And we're going to try this bad boy out.
Yeah,
How
he's
you
going
like
to
that?
use his coaster to open this beer.
Man, I know it don't have Dave on there, but that's what most people call me, Dave. And I got that from my son.
I thought it did. What does it say on
David.
there? Oh, David.
David.
Okay.
You know what that means in Hebrew?
Probably the king.
The beloved one. Oh my goodness.
Ah, we got a gusher. Hey, we've all had that moment. You know.
Whoa. That's probably because it had ice on it.
Yeah, that one was had a layer of frost on
You know,
it.
let me pour that for you, dude. Since you're a guest, I'm going to give it all to you. That's the way I am. Look at that.
You know, that's a hard pour, and that's a... Look at that head on that thing.
Yes, sir.
That's got a very unique look to it, though, because look at that. That is...
It almost looks like an amber-looking color, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's
an ale.
It's dark, you know, and it's like you can't see through it.
You can't. That is some hazy bad boy right there.
Yeah. And it's called Deada Guy Ale.
Ooh. Let's take
Perfect
a smell.
Halloween beer.
Oh.
It's got like a...
I saw this on another YouTuber.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
It's an interesting smell that is not common to a lot of beers that I have smelled.
Almost kind of like a caramel looking smell. I mean,
Yeah, it's
looking.
got
How
something-
do you look a smell? Caramel smelling.
Yeah. It's got a different type of smell
It
than
does.
what is typical of beers that I normally smell. And it looks different than beers I typically taste.
It almost kind of looks like an IPA.
It's
but
probably
not.
been a
It's
year
not an
since I
IPA.
tasted this beer,
It
so
isn't.
let's see if my tastes are the same or if they're different.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, I forgot to hit the
Oh,
glass,
yeah.
dude. There you go. That is definitely different.
It's got a good carbonation bite. It bit my tongue,
It does.
and I know this is 6.5% alcohol, but I can taste it. I taste the alcohol.
Oh yeah.
It's
It's kind of got like a grain taste to it.
mm,
Or
you know,
I don't know how hay tastes, but I know how it smells.
Yeah.
Kind of has that kind of a. I don't know. It's weird.
It does. It
Everybody said that before in their life. It tastes like it smells.
Yeah.
So,
Mold. I can tell you mold because I was at a diner one time. I had a BLT and I've been into it. And I'm like, this tastes the way mold smells. And I look at the bottom piece of bread and it was all moldy.
Yeah, it's got that.
Not that this does not taste like mold.
No, it's got a unique smell to it, man.
It's a unique smell. It's got a, I think it's kind of a unique flavor. It's
Dude, let's see what's in this bad boy. I'm looking at
I like it.
Beer Advocate.
It's definitely got carbonation.
Okay. It says style Bach How do you pronounce that? Maibock? Maibock? Yeah. Okay. It's out of Oregon. An ale inspired by the style of a German Maibock, if I'm saying that right. Brewed using our
proprietary Pacman yeast.
Pacman.
Those are those yeast that go.
Deada Guy Ale is deep honey. That's what I'm smelling too. Honey, for sure. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I'm smelling. Okay. It says deep honey color though, but I'm smelling the honey.
Yeah.
I'm smelling it. It has a honey color. It does have a honey color. I mean, I think orange blossom honey is a little bit darker than that, but.
Yeah, we're used to the orange blossom honey because we grew up in Florida where the orange blossoms are.
Yeah, deep honey in color with a malty aroma. Maybe that's what that's a strong malt. Rich, hearty flavor and a well-balanced finish. 9 ingredients. It has 2-row C15.
Everybody
Munich
knows what that is.
Munich. Rogue Farms Dare. Risk. Malts. Rogue Farms Revolution and Independent hops. Free-range coastal water and Pacman yeast. Never heard of any of them.
That sounds like a plethora of ingredients that.
But I'm not I don't make beer. I've made beer once through Mr. Beer.
I was a Mr. Beer guy
And
for years.
man, I I don't know how long it takes a brewery to make beer, like a local brewery. But man, I'm impatient, and I wanted that beer to be done within a day.
The hardest part of brewing your own beer is waiting.
Oh my gosh!
Because the brewing process takes literally like 15 minutes. It's the waiting that takes forever.
Yeah, you have to clean everything with the stuff they give you. That's all the utensils. You have to clean the little Mr. Beer thing out. I mean, even when you get it.
Yeah.
And then you put, it's not purified water. What water it was? Maybe.
It's got a little sanitizing pack.
Yeah. So I think I put purified water in there to use for the water, and then it had this can of stuff that you put in there.
Yeah.
All the stuff you put in there, you let it ferment, but it's got to be in 65 or colder.
Yeah. It's got.
So I live in Florida.
Yeah.
So I put it in the cooler, and then I crank the air down to 60 degrees in my house, which, yeah.
Mr. Beer.
And then you gotta let it sit in there once you put the little sugar cubes in there to make it, to get the carbonation.
Because you can do it. I mean, if you want to, you can make a batch in a week, but it's not going to be good.
Nah.
Because
not at all.
A lot of those, you don't want to rush them. You want to let them sit for a while. So when I was doing them, I actually had 5 Mr. Beer kits so that I could stagger them so that I would always have something
2 batches.
to come and do. The last batch I did, I swear I sanitized everything, but it got a little mold colony in it. And I went to check on it, and it had this freaking mold growing on it, and it was like the batch was wasted, and I'm like, God, that sucks. But I like to say that that's the elementary school version of brewing your own beer.
Hey,
I want to move up to the high school version.
I know.
Which is,
I will say, when I made mine, the last batch that I made, I bought the plastic bottles that it came with, and I tightened everything really good. Put it in the fridge for like 3 weeks. I think even after waiting a month, put it in there for 3 weeks. And my neighbor at the time, before I got married, Paul, he's our mechanic where I work. Great guy. Used to be on a racing team mechanic in England. He's from England. And
so he talks funny.
Oh yeah. And he said, "Hey mate, this is good beer." And I'm like, "I made it." He's like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, I made it, Mr. Beer." He couldn't believe it. So maybe I do have a little bit of skill in me.
One of my Marine buddies is actually over in England right now.
I'm
working on a 3-year little stint, with his company. And I'm pretty sure he talks funny now, because when he types like neighbor. He types NEIGHBOUR.
Kind of like Canadians, eh?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Talks
Strange
funny.
Brew?
It's hard to talk to him now.
Dude, we need to watch that. Strange Brew. Eh?
Yeah.
So, beer for breakfast, facts for snacks. If you're watching, eh?
Either that,
I don't hear him say eh. Or Shane from, he's from Canada.
Are they really from Canada? Because they don't say A enough.
I don't know, man.
Like,
Because I've never even heard Drew say A.
I need to ask them. Like Canadian Bacon. That was a movie back in the 80s where all of the Canadians...
John Candy.
All of the Canadians played the... Canadian actors played American parts, and all the American actors played the Canadian parts. But... classic movie from the 80s, Canadian Bacon. If you haven't seen it, watch it.
John Candy died way too soon.
Yeah, I think he died when he wanted to die because he wanted to fit in with the same people that died at the same time he did. I mean, he just...
Like Chris Farley. He died way too soon.
Chris Farley, yeah.
Man, they don't... You know, they make some great movies, but the 80s movies, I'm sorry, I was born in 72. I know you're a little bit older than I am, not much.
Some of those 80s movies can be cheesy,
but they were great.
But they're great in a cheesy kind of way. I just watched the Jaws. I told you I was watching Jaws because we were going to go to the beach, so why not watch the Jaws?
Best movie ever.
So, you know, I don't have a 3D TV, but when we watched Jaws 1, Jaws 2, and then Jaws 3D.
3D.
So you saw the 3D parts. We didn't get that effect because I don't have a 3D TV, but I was trying to explain to my kids, you know, that, you know, if you had 3D glasses, it would look like this is coming out of the screen at you.
The old red and blue lens.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We're reminiscing here, man.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this beer?
I love this beer. This tastes like a good, I mean, it's flavor.
Yeah.
If you like light beers, you don't like flavor because there's no light beer out there that has flavor. And if you think it has flavor, that's because you haven't tasted one of these.
Promise not to get mad at me.
Well, I know you like light beer.
No.
Well, look at him. It's easy. He's skinny. He likes bad beers. I'm fat. I like full fat beers.
I don't know about all that, but I had to finish up some of the ones that I had. They've been in there a while. I'm like, you know, Marines don't waste beer.
Never.
And I was drinking them, and I'm like, man. I looked at my wife and I said, I don't like these anymore. She goes, what do you mean? Because that's her favorite beer.
Which one?
Mick Ultra. And it was mine. And don't get me wrong, I would drink Bud Light, the lime, and the orange. They were good. But you got to drink like 30 of them to get a good buzz going. I'm like,
and that's
you drink
the whole
this.
reason.
This is like 6. What? Hold on.
6. Was it
6.8. I don't know how they did that. The 0.8, but
well, I bought a hydrometer when I did Mr. Beer. And it looks like a thermometer, and once you brew a batch, you stick this thing in it, and you spin it. I don't know what spinning it does, but you spin it, and then where it bobs to, that tells you how much alcohol is in it.
Really? Oh, by the way, it has nothing to, well, it has to do with beer, but my wife showed me this TikTok. They are putting iron rods in the fire, and they're putting it in beer. The beer stays cold, but the foam gets warm, and it's like the best tasting beer ever. I've got to get that, and you're gonna have to come back down in January. Maybe I gotta come up to Georgia. We gotta do it.
It's right up there.
It's just right up that way.
And if it's hard to get up there, then that means it's easy to get down.
It is.
It's gravity just pulls you back down here.
You know, with COVID, my wife's all COVID, and I get it, but I'm ready to travel a little bit. I want to get out of Highlands County.
Yeah, well, coming to where I'm at in Georgia is a COVID-free zone.
I love it.
It is.
And I
got room for you guys. You do not have to get a hotel. I got room for you guys.
We're down with it.
Come up because
I want to meet Ray. Ray seems like a nice guy.
Yes, Ray from Bop's Bar, which is right next door to the Hard Pork Pub.
I've
seen that bar. They've got Amy's bar. That's high class.
Amy was really nice to let you guys use that bar.
It's a high class. Yeah,
I saw it.
It's a high class place.
It is.
And but I'm sure I could talk to her and we could get a little pub crawl thing going.
I don't know about you, but that doesn't look like the bottle we got.
Well, the same guy's on top, but that does look different.
Maybe this is the new version.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think when I reviewed it, it was not out of a bottle; it was out of a can.
That's the only time I've seen it is in a bottle. I've never seen it in a can. But you know, you were with me. Our beer is limited here in Highlands County.
Yeah.
And ABC, they do it. But I've been looking for that. I forgot the name of it. It's got the 4 pumpkin.
Oh, Elysian.
Elysian, that's right. And we have Elysian beer out of Yin Yang at that store. It's got the IPA ones and all the, but it. And I know they had it last year. They had the owl one. That was one of them. but it was only that one.
That entire Elysian pumpkin pack was divine. Last year it was divine.
Well, you know what? You remember Warren Page, don't you?
Yeah.
He texted me and he's like, hey, you want to do a review on these? And he had it.
Where's he? Well, he moved back to Lake
Yeah. He moved back from Alabama.
Where did he get it from?
I don't know. But he
if he's got it, you need to do it, because I'm telling you, that was a fantastic pack.
I know. Let's see. It's anything about your iPad, here we go. Right there. Call me, let's talk beer. I've been trying to locate those. You want to do a Dave's TV taste testing next weekend. That's this weekend. You're not going to be here, dude.
Yeah, I'm leaving Saturday.
But dude. But I've had that one, the Night Owl, but I have not had any of these. So hopefully I'll call him.
That pack is money well spent for that.
And you see, what do you see right below it?
Coors Light. What is that?
No.
Natural Light?
Yeah, that's natty.
That's natty. Ooh. That's
Natty
a girl's beer.
It is, man. But yeah, I like this beer. Let's copy somebody. Would you buy a 6-pack of this beer? Legit brew reviews. What do you think?
I would buy a 6-pack.
I would too.
Because I like this.
I like this, so thumbs up on this. And I appreciate you hanging out with me. It's always a pleasure.
I tell you what, man,
we have same likings. We have the same taste in
clothing, yeah. And
and the same taste in hats. And man, we almost have the same necklace on.
The only thing is, he doesn't have any gray hair sticking out of his face like
I do. I have some gray hair on my head though.
I don't have hair on my head, but if I did, I wish it looked as plush.
That's why I keep it shaved, but you know.
Yeah, and you guys can't see it, but like behind the camera, there's like tons of people over there, and they're like waiting to get their
how long
hands
have we
on
done this video? This video's been a long one.
It's all about the editing.
I'll
edit it.
We'll make it a long one. Mine are usually average about 5.5 minutes. Some go a little longer, some go a little less. But it's all right to have one long one every once in a while.
I'll edit this to your satisfaction.
Yeah, I can even edit it on my little trusty app that I
That's right. I can drop it in.
You just send me in.
That's right. Yeah.
So appreciate y'all hanging out with us, and please subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to Brian's channel. I'm gonna put in both videos that I've done his link in the description down below.
I appreciate that.
And we're gonna like, and we're gonna subscribe.
How does he do that? This dude's a genius.
I'm an editing master. Not really, but it's all about the app. so guys and gals, appreciate you stopping by. I can't drink any more beer because I've already drank it all, but
he beat me on this one.
Drink responsibly, don't drink and drive, and cheers.